All right, hey VC, I'm Jamie. Welcome back. We're back with another video, and this time we're back with a contest entry. And I don't often do contest entries, but I thought I'd get in on this one to celebrate JT's Record Room. And JT comes across as just one of the nicest guys in the VC. And congratulations, JT, on reaching 3,000 subscribers. A well-deserved. JT, just it's a great channel. I'll leave a link, of course, to it so you can check it out. He does have a contest going on, reaching 3,000 subscribers, and JT is just one of those guys that can always find great records at the thrift store, where most of us kind of struggle to find anything half decent at the thrift store, maybe once in a blue moon. JT's always finding amazing records at the thrift store. So congratulations on your 3,000 subscribers. And he's got a contest involving food. So it's show 3 record albums that have food either on the cover or the gatefold. And it's ironic, I've even got food on my shirt here. This is from Kitchener-Waterloo Oktoberfest. This is their mascot, Hans. So let's start it off. I'm going to do all Canadian, and I thought I'd feature Doug and the Slugs, a Canadian band, and this is their album Cognac and Bologna, or Bologna as we called it as a kid. And of course you can see the cognac there. Kind of hard to see the sandwich here, but this is quite a high-stacked sandwich with lots of mustard, I guess a little bit of ketchup, and lots of bologna in there, and so it kind of gives you a better look at the back. The color scheme is kind of weird on this album, but it's Cognac and Bologna, Doug and the Slugs. If you're not familiar with this Canadian band, they had a lot of hits in the 80s, kind of like a Huey Lewis and the News, if you were compared them to another band. Interestingly enough, if you're not familiar with this band, there's an amazing documentary called Doug and the Slugs and Me, and the documentary filmmaker's name is Teresa Alfeld, and it's basically talking about her. She had a friend growing up through elementary school that was her next door neighbor, and lost connection with her through university and adulthood, that sort of thing. But they lived next door to Doug Bennett, who is Doug and the Slugs, and then kind of growing up through elementary school, wasn't really familiar with who Doug was, knew he was eventually kind of in a rock band, but didn't realize the whole Doug and the Slugs connection. So it's kind of a series. The documentary is kind of reconnecting with her childhood friend and then really discovering all about Doug Bennett and the band Doug and the Slugs and their mark on Canadian music. And they talked to all the band members with the late Doug Bennett featured in the documentary. Some of the people that Doug Bennett worked with over the years, including Bob Geldof, is also featured in the documentary. So do check it out. It's called Doug and the Slugs and Me. It's a great documentary. It is available on CBC Gem. That is for Canada. Outside of Canada, I'm not sure how you can access it, but I'm sure you can find it online somewhere. Okay, so my first food entry is that one. So again, I'm going to go all Canadian with this one. So I'm going to feature a Canadian blues band, Downchild Blues Band. And this is the album We Deliver. And of course, you can see the pizza on the back there and on the kind of looks like the pizza box. And of course, we got the pizza inside. With the band members there. But I thought, when they did all of this trouble to make it like a pizza box, I would have thought that they'd have the front cover here so you can open it up like this rather than the front cover there where it's like the pizza's on top. I don't know, it's just a small quibble, but another great blues band, Downchild Blues Band featuring Don Walsh. And an obscure Canadian blues band. This is, and if I got it going the right way, this is the band Hound Dog and the album Every Dog Has Its Day. There's a big old bone on the dinner plate there. I'm sure there's still a little bit of meat left on it. And of course some parsley too, and I guess it hadn't been enjoyed with the cigarettes and everything going on there. So again, this is a fairly obscure blues band. Nice record overall. And I don't think they had too much out, but Every Dog Has Its Day. I know that doesn't look exactly appetizing. Now there's one album I wanted to feature, but I don't have a vinyl copy of it, which is ironic because I have a lot of vinyl records from this particular band, but I thought I'd feature it in case that one didn't qualify. This is the one that came to mind, the Guess Who and Road Food. Of course, the Guess Who very much in the news that Randy Bachman and Burton Cummings have now own the rights to the Guess Who name in a settlement with Gary Peterson. They've transferred the ownership of the name is now Randy Bachman and Burton Cummings own the rights to the name. So look for a tour, I'm sure, with those two soon enough. But in the meantime, Guess Who and Road Food. There you go, featuring the vintage pop cans with the pull tab that came right off and the vintage coffee lids and with the straw through there. all wrapped in tinfoil and obviously thoroughly enjoyed. So guess who and road food. Okay, featuring also show an album you highly recommend. And this is one I've picked up a while back, but boy, this album has absolutely blown me away. I was not really familiar with the artist, jazz artist Larry Coryell. This is Larry Coryell at the Village Gate, recorded January 21st and 22nd, 1971. Amazing guitarist, and this is really much more of a rock funk album. As I say, I'm not really familiar with the artist. I don't know if this is indicative of a style, but this is like, where has this album been all my life? Absolutely mind-blowing, great guitar work, really rock funk. If you're a fan of Jimi Hendrix Band of Gypsies kind of thing, you'll love this. So check this out. And this was kind of a blind buy. It didn't really look interesting, the Village Gate and that sort of thing, but wow, unbelievable. So I'll have to check out maybe a little bit more of his stuff. Okay, and it's also a shout out to a VC channel. I'm going to shout out my regular go-to. Speaking of blues here, we've got Chris at Blues Guy Vinyl. Absolutely terrific channel. Please check out his channel. He deserves way more subscribers than he gets. Great content, great knowledge of the blues, and a great guy too. Chris at Blues Guy Vinyl. I'll try to leave a link as well. Okay, so again, congratulations to JET's Record Room, and the subscriber contest I think is on until the end of September, so lots of time to get in on it. Okay, that's it for this one. We'll chat again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.